Hello guys, it's a very sunny summer day here in Tampere and I have a special camera to show you guys today. I don't know if it's so special to everyone else, but it's special for me. My aunt gave me this package yesterday and she had been guarding it. And the weirdest thing, she said that she wants to shoot with it. Actually, she said that, hey, can you check if it works? Take it to be tested. I'm like, sure, let's go and see if someone can help me test it because I really don't know how. This still works, which is amazing. It's been at least 5 years there. Hello, Roman.
Hello, sir.
Here is the box.
Okay. I like filming straight away.
Yeah, just for that. Okay, Roman. So, I haven't seen what this box contains. I have a memory from my grandfather that it contained stuff in 2010, maybe.
Okay.
He was alive still, and he showed it to me when I started the shop. And then I thought, because I haven't seen it, that I have sold the whole camera because, you know, in the early days of the shop, you know, I was a young man and I was a stupid man, and you would sell your your grandfather's camera for 50 bucks. But I haven't opened it now, so let's open it and see what's inside.
Yep, let's go.
I think it's a Canon AV-1.
It is.
Let's see.
It's AV-1.
AV-1, let me see. Okay.
So we have lens, camera, and the roll of exposed film.
Oh,
so you might get some pictures
Okay,
too.
I need to send this to be developed for sure.
Let's see what else in the box.
Okay, let's see
We
what's...
also have a flash.
A
By
flash?
the weight, I can judge that batteries is there, and it's
Yeah.
corroded completely.
Yeah,
So sorry.
yeah.
Do-
Okay.
The one from the
Oh, it's from the
the-
city
the-
that
the
we
receipt.
our family lived in, Virrat.
Manual for the Kenko filter.
So it was bought from Virrat.
That is probably from this one.
Okay, so Vista. And lens cleaning cloths. Is it the
think
same
so.
thing as
I don't know.
as you guys use? Is it this Kinko Swap one?
Not really, but they look like actually like a lens swaps, but like the older ones, you know, that came in the, how you call that, tier
The
part?
tier
Yeah,
part.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that's my
Oh,
man. You are lucky, man.
Agfa
That's the
Vista
Agfa Vista.
unused. Ooh, nice.
Agfa Vista was nice. And
That-
even
that's
have a
good.
battery with
Best
it. but-
if used by 2004.
yeah. So that will be all that we have in the box except for
Oh,
Flash
a
cable.
flash cable, but that's the flash is
yeah,
dead.
but it's full of the technician sugar.
So technician sugar. Is that what you call it? Okay. But now comes the weird part. So my aunt asked me to test it,
Okay.
and I haven't tested a camera like this on a testing machine for I don't know how many years. So now the hard part, you have to teach me how to test it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Okay, let's.
We're hiring at the moment, so
Oh, okay.
you might even get a job.
Okay, finally a job for me.
Oh, I can show you the flash. I opened it.
Oh, you opened the flash. Technician sugar. Oh, there it is. Oh, whoa, whoa.
So yeah, that's how it looks like.
That's technician sugar. Okay.
Yep. That is not great.
So every technician has one of these, yeah? Like a set of batteries that is good.
Fresh battery.
Okay. This might be anticlimactic of a video. What? Hey!
Yep.
Did I hear?
Yep. It works. Well, we will not.
Uh,
how do you
it-
say?
It fires.
If you do too much firing,
Yeah.
it will mess up your like initial check.
Oh,
Because
why?
like it will, well, basically the shutter will start, how you say, if there was some grease that is
Yeah.
stuck,
Yeah.
or like anything, if you do it a couple times, it gets better. But
Okay.
you wait like half a day, it
Yeah.
gets back.
Okay.
So to see that like it actually needs service, you kind of the first ones are
Oh, you need to
valuable,
hit the
'cause
first.
how you will use it when you buy it.
Ah.
You will not do like
Oh,
rapid
that's
fire.
true, that's
so it will
true.
stay on your shelf for
Okay.
like a couple days, and then you hope it doesn't work.
Oh, okay,
And
that's
that's
smart.
pretty much.
Yeah, okay.
So we will not do much, and obviously we will not use the lens that you had. We will use the calibrated test lens from our test
Calibrated
setup.
lens.
Yep.
Okay.
That will ensure that we
Ooh,
check
look
the
at these. That's
Yeah.
calibrated test lenses.
exactly. And we are
Oh.
looking for Canon AV.
Canon FD, and there's a name for each one. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
And what you're testing?
Hasselblad Haze
Oh,
H6D.
H60, that's pretty new. And you're testing
Contacts.
contacts.
Yeah.
So we have now calibrated lens,
Yeah.
and this
And
is
we have a-
AV-1, so it has no.
ISO 100,
Okay,
because that is what will be selected here.
okay.
So I mean,
So
we can select different one here, put different one here, but they should match.
okay,
That's the
that's
important
the main
part.
part.
This wonderful camera only has the auto mode,
Okay.
which is, if I remember correctly, aperture priority.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately you can't, how you say, precisely check the shutter speeds. So
Yeah.
we will do it a little bit differently.
Okay. So
We
the
will
goal
use-
is that it should be usable for my aunt to use.
Yes. So here
Yeah.
you can see the table.
Okay, so we have a table for.
So very easy.
Yeah.
EV
Numbers.
is 15 right
15?
now, so like correspond to one of those.
Okay.
So say if we put it to 5.6 like
Yeah.
it says here, it's supposed to tell us that it's like 1,000.
1,000th of a second, which
So-
is exactly 1 millisecond. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And so if we put it there and take a look, it shows like in the, I
Oh.
don't know, can you like,
And let me see if
yeah,
we.
do the half press.
Let me see if I
you
can
will
say. If I can show you guys. 1,000th of a second. Okay, perfect.
It's a bit in the middle.
I
of-
love that needle thingy. It's so nice. Yeah.
So then you are doing it or I doing it?
Oh, I should do it.
You should do it.
I should do it because I
So-
promised my.
The sensor
Yeah.
for the machine fits
Okay.
firmly.
Yeah.
Nice to the sensor.
Do
They
I,
are
do I need to
irreplaceable.
press it? How?
No, just hold it. That's it. Okay. So we are now in the EF mode.
EF mode, which means
Lens to the thing,
it needs to touch.
Yep.
Okay.
and
And then I press.
it doesn't really need to touch. It should not have any other light.
Coming, obviously. Yeah.
So press the button. So
Okay.
you can put it down. I can explain what this
Okay.
means.
Let me show you guys too what are the.
So
Oh,
well, in general,
Yeah.
it's not so bad. It's even good.
Oh.
So these fields correspond to the registered speed.
Okay.
Like
so,
the exposure in the middle of the frame was 1.2, and it should be 1.0. Basically,
yeah,
that's
and
perfect.
then minimum.
Yeah, that
and
min
max.
max is like the tolerances, and
Yeah.
so yours is fine.
Yeah. So that would
And-
be fine even with slide throw.
Yeah.
0.2. Okay.
And this one shows you the aperture error,
yeah.
which might be related that like the mechanism that closes it is a bit
Stiff.
worn,
Oh, okay.
like or like stiff or like something is with
so
it.
so the aperture is not at.
This is like the overall exposure. So
overall.
you have
Two.
plus
Yeah.
0.2
Oh, okay.
in
Yeah.
there, minus 0.5 there, and
And-
total is
Oh,
like this.
okay,
So
okay.
plus minus equals that.
Okay. Okay.
So
and then
and
I guess we do.
this one explains it a
Okay.
little better.
Okay,
'cause
okay.
You have
Okay.
plus
Plus
33
33.
minus 5, and
Okay.
technically if you're shooting negative film,
Yeah. Yeah.
minus 1 to plus 5 doesn't really matter that
No.
much.
No. Not at
So
all.
maybe not to plus 5, but like
Yeah. Yeah.
minus 1 to plus 1.5 is
Yeah.
like tolerances for the equipment when
Yeah,
it
yeah.
came from the factory.
Okay.
So
That's.
this is
Do we
not
do
so bad. I mean, obviously we do more,
Obviously, we do more. Yeah.
but yeah, you
So
do
this
more
was
also.
the fastest
Yeah,
speed ever.
That is like usually the crucial, because like if this
That-
doesn't work, then most
Yeah.
likely. So basically, if something doesn't work, then
Yeah.
it's most likely this.
The fastest
Yeah.
speed is.
So now we can just basically switch it like lower
Okay.
to
So
like F8, so 250 at F4.
so you drop the light
Yep.
at this point. So 12 means that there's less light coming in through that
because
hole.
for how you say, if you want to try f4,
Yeah.
that will be 2000. This is not capable of
This
2000.
doesn't have 2000. Okay, so we're trying f4, so aperture priority f4. Okay, so then we go here f4, and it's EV12. So let me see. EV12 at 4, it should be 1/250th of a second, which should be around 4
I mean, it's 1
milliseconds.
divided by 250.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. So 4, this shows 468.
This is rather nice.
Okay, so it's
So
actually,
you're all in tolerance.
that's amazing. This camera has
And it
literally
doesn't
not
do
been,
any kind of squeaky sounds, which is pretty
Yeah.
normal for this model.
okay.
And say, let's try the other machine.
We have
more.
multiple
Yay.
machines. That's the benefit of being here,
Very
is that there's
successful.
always machines. We have even a UV light machine. That's for a different session.
That's how we will mostly check the cameras that
Yeah.
have like a shutter speed selection. So yours is like kind of tricky case.
Yeah.
Normally it's like this mode. So
Yeah.
it's like exposure time, direction of the curtain,
Yeah.
and your lens should be wide open.
Wide open.
And like between f1.4 and f2.
Okay.
So wide open on 5.6 is not
Not
going.
enough. Okay.
Yeah. And then you take a shot.
And then it should be 1/60th of a second, which is 16.66666 milliseconds. So
And
it did
you
70.
can see, so these three
Yeah.
are like the exposure time in the one
Oh.
edge of the frame, in the middle of the frame, the other edge of,
Okay.
edge of the frame. So basically, if you will see that, say, this one is
Yeah.
twice bigger than this,
Yeah.
that means that curtain moves unevenly.
Okay.
And you will have uneven exposure on your frame.
Okay.
So this is like, if you take like a frame,
Yeah.
these are like here, here, here.
Yeah.
So you can see the movement.
So are there perfect cameras that always have the exact same number in all?
That really depends on how the camera is built, because
Okay.
some of them can have different, but for a reason. It's like correct ones for the Canon
Okay.
A series, kind of good enough.
So we've tested now with the calibrated lens.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt will have her own lens.
Yeah.
Can we do?
I'll bring it. You can take a couple shots if you want.
So 1/60th should be, yeah. Oh, it does have light seals, but they're very deep.
Yeah.
They're not
let's-
gunky at the
No, they're
moment.
gunky.
They are
like,
gunky, but they're very deep.
Well, you better change them. There's like easy way to test is you just do this. If
Oh,
it doesn't go
okay.
back.
I'll show you this to everyone, because this is really interesting. Wait, let's go. So focus.
So you can see it's like not
So
coming back.
the question is
Um,
how fast it comes back.
No,
I
the
guess.
question is like,
Does
doing
it come
I'm
in?
doing it nicely.
Yeah.
If I squeeze it, it will just all leave on my fingers.
Oh, okay.
So the material is like.
So
how
there's
you call it,
this
it's like
foam over there,
that. Yeah.
and that's the light seals. And oh yeah, you can feel it's like
So it will.
sticky.
It is slimy already.
Oh, okay.
And the easy way to check, get like
Yeah.
some stick,
Yeah.
and you see, it just
Oh,
goes,
okay.
goes apart.
Okay.
Like here, it just cleans away straight.
Okay.
So that is not ideal.
Yeah, and I assume that because we change these, it takes
Yep.
forever.
Yeah, no, it takes 40 minutes if you're good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but still, like in terms of like,
Yeah, it's,
That,
it's faster to check.
yeah,
Let's put it this
checking
way.
it doesn't take that long.
So that is the lens that you had,
Yeah,
and we'll check the calibration.
yeah.
Well, let's start with the focusing.
Focusing. Oh,
So since you are checking it, you have to do
yes.
it yourself. Is the
So
thing.
that's infinity.
Yeah, and this big tube is basically infinity simulator.
Okay.
So
It's
if it aligns,
it's like very minimally to the left, but like so little that I don't think my aunt will even be
to the
able to
left,
say.
you mean
Like it's not.
it reaches infinity before infinity,
No,
or like it doesn't reach it at all.
At the infinity, it's like just a little bit from the line. Like
Okay,
I don't know if it's the split screen, or is it?
can I take that?
Yeah, you pro tell looks. Have a look. I don't know if that's that much.
You have like high tolerances. It's like pretty much okay.
Yeah. I'm a little.
No, no, this is like
Yeah.
this is more or less fine. Like this is not the super high-end lens
No.
when it was new.
No.
So it also might sometimes it might relate to the mirror positioning,
Yeah.
but it seems that yours is fine. So.
Okay.
And even seals are not that bad. That will be easy to replace.
Okay.
Because some of them are like
Yeah, like sticky.
yeah, like real sticky. you
Real
know?
sticky. Yeah, okay. Checking the calibration of the lens. Is it fine or is it not? Okay. Oh, wow. You did it already?
I mean, it's basically this mode is made for calibrating the
Okay.
machine
Oh.
with the calibrated lens, but it obviously works other way around.
Okay.
So
So that's very calibrated.
closer to zero, the better.
Okay.
So
So that's so small that
this
perfect.
is, or is it like did I? Because the same lens as our test lens. No, that's yours actually.
Yeah, yeah.
So
This has the sticker.
yeah. So then we obviously will need to check a bit further into the lens and like the how you call the flash sync for this and all the stuff.
Oh yeah. So
So
there's.
that we can proceed back to the table.
Okay.
We are kind of done with the
Okay.
machine part.
Okay. Perfect.
I mean, honestly, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I
in
mean,
pretty damn good
like,
condition. Like,
I mean, my grandfather didn't use it a lot, but like usually that is still the problem. That
even seal comes back like bit by bit. But
very slowly
know,
it comes back. From.
usually this have problem with like with this lever.
Oh, let me.
So,
So this model usually has.
yeah,
that
like
lever
this,
is
this
stuck?
mechanism
Oh,
will be
okay.
doing like this kind of whiny noise.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's
like a
the
famous Canon stuff.
Canon cough.
These models are a bit less prone to it than the
AV-1?
actual AV-1, but,
Yeah.
but still.
Okay.
So table.
Yeah. Okay. So Canon FD has like how do you call it? Like a
Bayonet.
bayonet that is.
Oh, that's a bayonet.
Yeah, but it's like a female bayonet. When all the other brands have a male bayonet.
All the run around the top ones.
But
yeah,
all
you
of
can-
all of the big ones. So you can't just click on things for the aperture to move. So then you have a
Adapter.
old
It's like anything to
ER, that
FD to anything.
FD to
Because
anything adapter.
You don't really care
Yeah.
what's it for.
For cleaning lenses.
Well, that is not actual cleaning. It's more like so I can see through
Okay.
and not be looking on the fingerprint.
Okay. There was
So-
a fingerprint.
So now you can see
Wait a
that there is a haze under the front element. mostly
Oh
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
edges.
Oh, you can see it. Yeah.
Yep, but I don't see any kind of
It
fungus
flickers
or anything.
for some reason on the video.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, well, that's a LED.
LED,
light.
yeah, but like.
But that's why I'm telling you, I lost my good one.
Oh.
But yeah, haze is
It-
hazy, but
Oh.
not dramatic, and you obviously will not ever hit it. This is like AV-18.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you will not encounter this. There is one spot on this haze that is looking rather suspicious, but it doesn't really look
Yeah.
like it's a
Oh
fungus.
yeah. That's yeah. Okay.
But-
Now you get a quite nice look in the video of it,
But
I mean,
other than that, well, this amount of dust will never affect anything.
yeah,
This is just like pretty much how they went from the factory.
yeah,
And if you get like, how you say, kind of something more
yeah.
realistic,
Yeah.
like, you know,
A more realistic light.
yeah, so that is it. Like, it's like pretty much A+++, brand new,
Okay. So
mint from Japan. So I would say this haze will not affect anything. I mean,
Okay.
obviously it can be cleaned,
yeah,
not like it's impossible.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
and,
remove the front element.
yeah. And is it needed? Is a whole different question.
Yeah. Is it needed? I don't think so. And also at the same time, we can take a look if there is any oil or something on the aperture blades.
Okay.
So
They
you can
look
see
clean.
They
Ah.
look clean. So absolutely. But sometimes it's well hidden. So we will try to do how you call like a bit of a manually, so we can see all the parts of the blades.
Okay. Yeah. But nothing visible. No.
No.
Nice. Which brands have the most oils? on blades?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say Soviet ones.
Yeah.
Soviet people were generous with the grease, and so it's like average Helios has like a tablespoon of grease inside, so it obviously gets inside.
Okay.
And plus the kind of lower tolerances.
Yeah.
But on the bright side, most of them manual lenses, so it doesn't really. This is not really that expensive lens, so we'll probably go full service
open it.
for something that is like usable.
Yeah.
So say it will be like 55 millimeter,
1.2
aspherical.
Then, yeah.
Like it will go to service even because of the dust.
Okay.
Like most likely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is perfectly usable. And
Okay.
this amount of dust is pretty much what they have from the factory.
Awesome. So I need to now go buy a battery, some fresh film. I'll use this Vista that was inside itself because then I know how to overexpose it. I'll develop my grandfather's last images, which, as you said, might be risky.
Well, it might be fun also.
It might be fun also. It might be me as a child. And my aunt gets a camera. I will assume that I will get one day, but she'll have a nice decade with it. Thank you for joining us on testing my grandfather's camera. Thank you, Roman, for showing me and being patient. And
You're basically certified technician now, so we're looking for somebody to start in August 10.
okay. So if you're looking for a job, there might be openings. See you later.
See you.